Libra, you and Gemini have been on my mind since yesterday. So Gemini is done, and so it's Libra's turn. I wanted to do a soul spread, a spirit spread of past life, chakras, advice, challenges, what we're working on. What can we benefit from knowing right now? What can help us along the way? What can give us some direction? I got this vision for a spread, and here it is. So you can't see, but there's a circle, there's you in the middle, and then there's a circle. These are all angel oracles or deep-rooted oracles of some variety. Okay, so let's get started. Number one, you got remember. I don't know if you can see that because of the design, but remember. Immediately I got remember your soul's journey. Remember your connection to spirit, the divine. Open yourself up. Remembering your cellular structure. I got this very spiritual feeling for you in this reading, that remember was really important. That this is something you're working on in this life, or something that's going to be massively available to you, or that's going to happen in this life for you. You're going to be able to open your senses up and be able to learn deep sacred secrets for yourself, or maybe for others as well. There's a big psychic spiritual awakening attached to this. Really beautiful. I also hear remember who you are. It's the same kind of thing, but one's more detailed and one's more just generic. Remember who you are. Okay, plum. This is gorgeous. I've honestly never pulled this. It's so pretty. Let's look at it. Choices, decisions, and options. First off, this is a very connected card because you see the crystals up here. So this is very, you know what? And I feel it again with the open window. And see the paths? That's interesting. I feel very clearly it's like you opening the window, stepping through. That's just part of the journey. There's lots of choices and decisions to be made here. And then there's the closed door. You're going to go through the door, or you're going to go through the window. I feel this big awakening for you. And knowing right now, if you're going through something, that you do have choices, you do have decisions to make, you do have options, okay? The card that goes with this is the Two of Pentacles. Working too hard or multiple jobs. That's excellent. Listen, that could be a situation where you feel like you don't have a choice. You feel stuck and stagnant, but there's options, okay? The need to bring balance and fun into your life, yes. Juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. This is about balancing and focusing on what's the lack. If you're working too much, it's focusing more on rest and play and fun. If you're unhappy working two jobs, it's about finding a way to downsize that into one that makes you happier. This is feeling like you don't have options, or you're stuck or stagnant, but knowing that you really do. That you really do. This is a big focus for you in this life. This is something that I feel this big spiritual, I don't know what else to call it, awakening. It's like opening the doors of your soul, connecting with your soul, being more in tune with your soul than I think that you realize you are, And then the need to balance what's out of place in your life and know that you really do have more options, more decisions, more available to you. And I feel like if you open it up to yourself more, you will know that you have all of these options, that there's different ways. I'm also getting intuition. Seek more into your intuition, listen to more into your intuition, develop your intuition more, and it will help you with this. So you already come in with like the high priestess being available to you, the sacred knowledge being available to you. It's about opening up and being open to it and learning how to connect to it. That's what I want to say. You already come in with that energy. It's about realigning with it and opening up to it and using it. Okay, there's this energy of juggling and not knowing too much. It's too much. It's too much energy and not enough energy. Unhappy energy, stagnancy, complacency. Yeah, I feel like you're coming into this, and this can be, honestly, from the imbalance that you're seeking here, this can be brought into you from your past life situation where, say in one life, when I was talking to Gemini, you could have had a situation where you were very poor and this made its mark on you as you grew up. And in this life, you're working a ton of jobs and you're trying to, you have this goal. You need this security. Whereas that's just trauma. That's just stored up from your past life and your root. And this is saying that you don't have to live like this. There's other options. There's other things available to you. It's being more open to your spiritual side will help you know which way to go and know the options. That's what I'm getting. Arturian, gifted at divination and channeling. Oh my gosh, I didn't read this. I promise. I didn't. And it's got a nice little purple flow to it too. Leader in communities and workshops, here to advance and innovate. Yeah, there's something so much bigger to this. So much bigger in this life. And I feel like you're stuck over here in the past life traumas and the carryover traumas and working on something that you feel like you have to, that you need, the security or whatever it is for you. And there's a need to really get spiritual and open up here. And that's what the whole purpose is in this life, that you're going to remember. Because it's within you. Gifted at divination and channeling. Wow. And I feel that too with opening the window to communicate. Opening the window to see this whole new world. You are so connected spiritually. Open up and use that. It's going to help you tremendously. I don't feel like you're utilizing this or you're giving this the attention. Now, this is timeless and it also is general, and so it could be different. Some of you could already have come into this and you realize that something is there. Some of you are ignoring this. It's just about the path that you're on at the moment. Where you are on the path is what I mean to say. But yeah, this is beautiful. Wow. This is purposeful. So this can be that you're going to channel or have spiritual workshops or have a spiritual career, mentor others. And divination can be tarot. There's so many different divination tools. Runes, crystals, coffee grounds. I mean, the list Maybe you're already into these things, or you've forgotten about these things with the remember card, but it's within you. This is something that I would definitely research. And there we go, balance needed. Relationships. Make sure all your relationships are equal and balanced with giving and receiving. If they are out of rhythm, then the other is sacrificing and can't sustain itself. Therefore, it will create more obstacles to overcome. Know you are worthy and deserve respect in all ways. You could notice issues within your relationships here, patterns, toxicities, cycles that you're working through. This is also have an energy of karmic that you're bringing with you in this life and working through that. But I think it's interesting that it's balance and you need balance. So I really feel this strong balance energy, balance and focus, and a redirection, like a perception, changing your perception. But not only in relationships. This I feel is karmic. I feel like this is, part of your lesson that you're working through. You're trying to work through this energy. You've got cycles. I mean, this can be those relationships, that are hard. But I also feel the balance here with what you're juggling, what's important to you, or what you think you have to do, or that you don't have these options. And there's a big, if you can connect more spiritually, so many things are available to you. So much help. I feel like different doorways, different pathways for you. Do the work. Angel Oracle. Yep. Yep. Working through this, connecting more, and not just being stuck in this energy. There's a focus. What can you balance in your life? What's missing? There's an unhappiness energy to this. Like, you're not happy in this energy. I mean, how could you be? There's also a need for rest. I feel that as well. You need to do the work in this life to get there. Which makes sense, because even spiritually, you do the work, you strengthen these things, you open up to these things. They don't, in most cases, they don't just happen. They can. But that was one of the strongest things that I did learn, is that everyone has the abilities within them. Some people are just naturals, and that's a bigger purpose for them here. But it's within us. And that I thought you had to be born this way. I mean, we are born this way, but I thought you had to be born a psychic or born intuitive. And in a way, you are. But anybody can access what's within them and grow these abilities and strengthen them. I feel like maybe that's something you need to hear. I've done it for myself. This is the root chakra. Complacency. Yeah, I do feel that. I feel that complacency. I feel this stuck energy, this unhappy energy, this afraid to move forward energy. But there's so much available to you. This is about working on this root chakra. I feel like this is also carried over. It's carried over from your past lives. It's carried over from karma and struggles and things that have happened. The root is where most of that from the past lives, is stored, especially when it comes to security and finances, the basic needs. And that would make sense if you're working too many jobs and chasing after what you feel brings you security from past lives. I do get this energy from that. But it's complacency and not moving forward, or not doing the work to balance things out, not having the courage to branch out and to open up these doorways and find something that makes you happier because of being afraid. And this can also be like for spiritual. Let's just say for a second for spiritual. You could be, because this is a very open energy when it comes spiritual and your soul and connection, right? In one of your past lives, you could have, been hung and tried because you were too open, or someone just accused you of it. And so now you're kind of afraid to use it, afraid to open up to it. And this is something that you could possibly not even know. It's just deep rooted in there. It's stored. But we're going to talk about chakra work at the end. And I feel this too. I love hypnotherapy. I'm going to keep talking about it. Past life regression therapy. I feel like that will help you. Therapy might be able to help you as well. Break some of this open. I usually only get one, but two came out for you, and perception came out. And I feel that as well. It's the perception. It's how you're seeing things that needs to change. I feel like that's going to be pivotal in your life, in this life. And the perception, this is green, it's your heart chakra. So being able to open that and heal that energy. Shifting perspective. Hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. There's definitely this energy of either in this life you've had a hard time with relationships, or some things have happened and you've been really sad. Like, I feel like you've been through a lot. And I don't know if that's this life with the cycles coming back around in the relationships, the patterns, the toxicities, or if this is really past life traumas that are so stored that you're it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. I feel like it's probably a little bit of both. It's kind of a sad energy. And you really feel stuck in this. And you're trying to protect yourself as well. But this is saying that that's over. This is what you're going to work on in this life. You're going to let this stuff go. You're going to open another pathway. It's available to you. I mean, the thing is, there's different paths. And there's destiny and fate and contracts on one end. And then there's also free will. The free will part is what you're going to go through to get to the same destination. That's your free will part. But the ending is the same. I feel like you're going to, at some point, remember this, open up to this, and it's going to change things for you. You're going to be able to heal this and know that all of that's stored, that needs to be released and healed, it can't affect you anymore. You're going to take reins and control of it. You're going to heal that and let it go. And you just have hope because it's coming. I feel like this is the pathway. Everyone's on a different path, or a different piece of the path, I should say. So take it as it resonates for you. But I do feel this energy that this is what you're here to do. This is part of it. It's either available to you, it's a part of your journey to connect with this and healing. I feel that healing. There's a deep rooted healing that needs to be taking place here. The worst is behind you. Believe that. Believe it. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Are you listening? Could it be more clear? Wow. I get that priestess energy. A mystic. A mystic is, you working on things with yourself. The teacher part is you bringing in other people, helping them, giving back, making a more spiritual career out of it. But you are a natural mystic, a natural healer, teacher. I really feel like this is going the wrong way. That's what you're going to learn in this life, that is the purpose of this life, is to find out what's really important. Open up, heal yourself. Oh man. Old wounds, patterns. We attract what we need to heal. That's the patterns, the toxicities, the cycles, the karmicness, law of attraction. Karmicness, is that a word? The karmic contracts. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. And I feel that here too. Waiting for the shoe to drop. Waiting for that other shoe to drop. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Choices, decisions, and options. Go within to heal the pain, layer by layer, to find joy again. Huge in this life. You're working on healing all the pain that's stored within you. That's the purpose of this life. It's not only to heal yourself, it's to open yourself up and remember. And I feel so strongly, a spiritual career, are you giving back to others or sharing how you've done it and your experiences. And there's a strong I feel like point. A strong what do I want to say? Okay, I don't know, the words are just crazy. Okay, so there is a strong pull that you're going to do a lot of the healing yourself, and you're able to do this. You're able to do this. You're able to give it back to others and show others. People are going to learn from you. I only needed one. 2 came out for you. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Embrace your weirdness. You might feel very like you don't belong. You might have always felt this way. And I'm telling you, this could be very connected to the fact that a past life, you were a mystic or a teacher or a witch, and even if you were wrongly accused, but I feel this within you, that you have it within you, absolutely, to be those things. And that you can't trust people, and people don't accept you. I feel this stored up energy. You feel different. You have a hard time with others accepting who you really are. This card, you're not alone. Isn't that interesting how you're not for everyone, but know that you're not alone. Look at that. I feel like that's you with the divine, connecting with your other self, your higher self, your within self, your spiritual self, opening those doorways. But there's also an energy of knowing that you're not alone, because you're always surrounded, even though sometimes we feel like we're alone, but we're not. And being open to our guides and our angels and divination and your archangels. Talk to them. They are there for you. And angels can't help you unless you ask. I feel like this is that doorway. See the looking glass. The connection. You may feel this way, but you're not. You just need to connect and open and receive. Be open to this energy. I feel this strong spiritual connection. You are going to it's choosing to go through there, and I think you are, because it's too strong. It's too strong in this reading for you to bypass this. And if you're watching readings like this anyway, I feel like you should already feel some kind of connection, and I would tell you to explore it further. Be more open to it. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. And I also feel the conflict between these two when you're thinking about community and being accepted and not feeling like you belong. And I really feel like that is past life rooted traumas that you can heal, that you're gonna heal here. Yours is very like straightforward. It just depends on which part of the path that you're on. And yours is straightforward. Throat chakra is very important. Throat chakra is communication, it's flow, it's language, connection, even because your throat turns out also is connection to how you hear spirit. I feel like you need to open this up more. This is more for hearing. Third eye is more for seeing. So it's about, this is how you're going to get your connection, working on this throat. I feel like there's so much available to you to help you. And you know what's weird? It's not weird, it's just fantastical. Throat, okay? Hearing spirit, connection to spirit, and channeling. Guys, some of you are natural channelers. I don't know if you know this. Your connection and your spiritual growth, your spiritual career here, I feel so strongly, is not to be in this rat race energy, this bound energy, but it's really to open this up and explore this further. It's breaking this open, letting it flow through you. Wow. This can also be the communication and the flow and the teachings that you give back to others, whether it be channeling or whether it be you sharing how you've healed yourself or what you've done. Oh, it's very spiritual. And the last card, the ancestor card, Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Yes. Grow from this. This is how you start. You are very wise, and your ancestors are very wise, and they stand behind you. This can also be a mother, grandmother figure. This is your ancestral line to be this open. I feel this like it started off in a trickle effect because I didn't look at all your cards or read all your cards in the beginning. But at the end here, this is wow. You are extremely connected, and you are supposed to be connected. And I really feel like this life is about embracing that and knowing that you don't have to fear the worst because of it. I feel like this is lots of trauma from your past and ancestral line about the fact that you embraced it before, or you had to practice in secret, or that you guys were scrutinized or punished for this. You are very wise. It's time to heal that energy, to remember who you are, and really tap into that and let it flow. Let it give back. You need to heal your root and these traumas. I feel this so strongly. It's you healing the root and the traumas from your past that have carried over. There's deep-rooted trauma from these past lives and this part of you. Wow. Very powerful. There's no way that you're not supposed to be a spiritual teacher, a mystic, someone who gives back, a wise one, a channeler. There is something here where, wow, your purpose is very strong to connect, to go through this pathway, to go through this window instead of the door. Be different. And I feel like that's part of the problem. People never accepted you, and you don't want to be different. You want to fit in. But that's not for you. There's purpose in everything. It's not for you. This to me is about healing and trauma. Not so much about, well, purpose as well. But I feel like when you heal this and embrace it again, it's going to be accepted. And you're going to be able to help others. Big life purpose here. Wow. So the challenges and the advice is really, the advice is to be more open, to learn to listen within, to do this healing work. And the challenges are really getting over yourself. Really, you're not supposed to be complacent. You're not supposed to feel stuck. You have such greater purpose. The need to shift perception here. Wow, this is so beautiful. Oh, love me a spiritual reading. So beautiful. Your soul needs you to know this. You might already feel that something's screaming to get out, something more, something bigger awaits you, and that's why you're so sad and complacent with this energy. It's like you don't know how. You don't know. This is like that beginning energy where you're just so stuck, and you're in society trying to fit in, trying to do what you need to do, and to have security. And I feel like I see like being on a hamster wheel, right? But that is not the path for you. It's being able to have the courage to break this. Absolutely. So real quick, let's talk about chakra work. Past life regression and hypnotherapy would be the easy way to get here. I do feel that you're very capable of connecting yourself and healing yourself. Just always protect yourself, okay? You can protect with Archangel Michael. Always call him in. He's good for purpose, cord cutting, and protection. I love him. He's amazing. I would strengthen your connection with him. Throat chakra. Throat chakra is Archangel Gabriel, if you want to connect with him. Third eye. So you may have visions and hearing. Or some of you may have vision and some of you may have hearing. So this is very strong in meditation. But you can channel during meditation as well. So I would do some throat chakra healing and third eye healing, heart healing, because that's stored up pain and emotional of how people treated you, and not being accepted, not being loved, not being part of society. So heart and root carries it all over. Those are the 4 that I would concentrate on. They have dance meditation to move energy and blockages. Again, these don't have to be really long, drawn out meditations. You can baby step this, okay? Visualization and just talking to the archangels about helping to move and heal you is huge as well. You don't have to do something huge. There's meditations that have hertz that you can just listen to in the bath or at sleep, or sit quiet, read a book and put it on. I suggest that most of those are really good with headphones. They work better from my personal experience. Something about right in your ear there, and that vibration and sound is how that works. You can work on those. You can do short meditations, guided meditations, and visualization. But you are very connected. I don't feel that you're going to need a lot, just to be open and willing to connect and give the effort, doing the work. I feel like you doing that is going to help you tremendously. And you may even, with the channeling, be able to connect to the archangels or your guides or higher beings that can help you heal and teach you to healing and healing others. Like, this is really beautiful energy. It seems like, you know what pops into my head? And I can't say whether you would be like this person or not, but Lee Carroll, the Chiron series, I don't know what he is, but that pops into my head. You have such greater potential available to you in that way, and how he channels. So that's what's popping into my head. So I just think that you need to know that this will set you free. Okay, this doorway, this pathway will set you free. I think eventually you're going to get there. It's just about how stubborn you are and how stuck on that wheel you are, whether it's going to a straight shot or if you're going to take a really long, windy path and then get there. It's your choice. But I feel this very strong. It's beautiful energy. And I know for Lee Carroll, I don't think he started channeling until he was like 40 or something, is what I thought I read. So, where you are on your path and how open you are and willing to do the work. But I don't feel like you need a lot, and I feel like so much is available to you. So, those are the 4 chakras that I would do some work with, and I would definitely connect to the archangels and have them help you. I hope you were able to get something from this reading and really feel connected to your purpose and to your calling, because there's a big calling to open up to your spirituality and let it in and be who you're supposed to be. Remember who you are, be this person, and everything's going to flow from there. I mean, you're here to heal and to give back in great ways. So be open to that, Libra. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.